All right, good morning, everyone. It's Lucky Les in the Philippines, broadcasting from my home here in Camella Homes, Tagbilaran. I'm hooked onto the H2O bottles. Got the nasal going up into the brain today. How long is that going to be going on for? I don't know, but it makes a big difference. I got to practice my breathing, keep my breathing going good. I'm doing tests and experiments on that, but 45 minutes an hour sometimes I don't need it. Other times I walk from here to the sink, there's dead air in there. It doesn't get circulated very good. And I'm huffing and puffing and wheezing, but in case you all don't know, I was involved in a motorcycle accident 22 days ago, I guess. I've been in and out of 3 or 4 hospitals, 3 for sure, but I visited 4, like twice, 2 or 3 times each. Keep going for other opinions because they've been telling me, you don't look too bad. I didn't have any. I had knee injuries, abrasions on my knees. My ankles swelled up a bit, but I was complaining about pain. They wouldn't give me no pain pills, and I'm looking at these guys like, why the fuck not, man? I'm telling you, I'm hurting. Anyways, click the dislike button right now for me, would you? I could use it, or the like button. Later on, I'll ask you to subscribe or whatever, make a comment. But the reason I'm doing this is just because I like doing it. Love reading the comments. I'm on the pain meds. I got a doctor's appointment coming up in a week from yesterday. I'm hoping to get off the oxygen bottle and back onto some form of a puffer. I've always done one of these things, but rarely do I rarely use the puffer. But I was involved in a low speed motorcycle accident. Like, I'm not shitting you. It's the slowest crash I've ever been in. And if you watch my videos relating to the crash, it's like the bike looks like it fell off its kickstand. And it was right at the end of our Camella Homes. When you're exiting our gated community, you go through the security guards, the checkpoint Charlies, and you're approaching a stop sign and into a two-way street or whatever, and I somehow have managed to bump into a sidewalk over there, and I bumped my head. I know I bumped my head because I had scabs here, not a scratch on my bean cap, and I must have got a concussion or whatever. The guard went up, got my old lady because they recognized me in the bike, knew where I lived. Took her down there. She videotaped it. I was conscious. I got in the meat wagon. I don't remember any of this. I really don't. But I got discharged from that hospital. I know I've said numbers and whatnot, and I've made a lot of mistakes with dates and numbers. But that was 750 Canadian. I think it was 30,000 pesos, the first hospital. And they let me go with a clean bill of health. And then I did a day and a half at home and I couldn't breathe. I went to another hospital. They didn't have the radiologist. Went to another hospital. They checked me all out, did x-rays. Oh, you do? You got a couple broken ribs, blah, blah, blah. But fuck me, man. Like 3-4 hours later, they're giving me these tramadols. And I got a high tolerance to pain, but I don't like being in pain. And I'm thinking, what the fuck, And so they send me home again and just keep taking. And the tramadol, you're supposed to take 1 every 6 hours, like four a fucking day. Well, I shit you not, I'm taking 4 or 5 every 4 hours. I'm taking a day or 2 supply every fucking day. No, 5-6 days supply every day. And then I thought I'd go for a second opinion, so I go to this other hospital, into the emergency. Get in there, they do x-rays, they give me a CT. No, they didn't get me a CT scan or what are those imaging things. The doctor come and boost me up with some meds. He's like, a needle, a fucking pain reliever cocktail, they call it, or something. I still couldn't fucking lay down. I couldn't. It was too painful. So they were going to admit me in the hospital. That was ACE. That's what I got a problem with ACE. Okay, I'll go to ACE. I know it's the most expensive one, but I'll check it out. I'm fucking hurt. Like, fix me. So it's fuck all doing the emergency. You just go in there as a wounded fucking goose and they work on you. But you want to get a room, you got to take one of those COVID tests where they stick the thing up your nose and scrape and implant some shit in your head. And I just refuse to do that. I'm like, fuck that, I ain't doing that. Fucking COVID's over, it's all bullshit. That's my opinion. And you put me in your fucking emergency. No one's wearing a fucking mask in here. You guys are fucking drug pushers. You're not fucking trying to help me. And I still haven't got no, well, yeah, he gave me the fucking needle. So I fucked off out of there, and I went back to, oh, the one, I forget the name of all these fucking things. The last one I was at, the good one down there by BQ Mall on the bottom road. It says so right on the pillow here behind me. But then I stayed 2 nights there again. They're fucking so cheap on the pills, and I told them, thank you very much, you've all been wonderful, but for the thousands of fucking dollars I've spent here, the discomfort and pain you've let me be in, like, for fucking less than $5, like $3.50, I can go buy a bottle of vodka and not feel a fucking thing. And you guys are giving me all these IVs and IV manifolds, and they're fucking up, and all these extra holes, and ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. And everyone's looking at me. I got my YouTube channel going, and like 95% I love the comments. I don't care if you're sarcastic or trying to poke the bear with a stick or whatever, but some of them, you know, not on this episode, but earlier on, I had guys going, I hope you're not a pedophile. And like, how do you respond to that? You know, so I just say, well, fuck, yeah, I hope you're not a pedophile either, you know, and so you get some goofy comments coming at you, and recognition for the pain maybe, getting some local notoriety here. Sometimes you walk through the mall, people spot you, come up, congratulate you, want to shake your hand, buy you a beer, pick your brain or whatever, that's always cool. But I don't watch in other channels, you get psychos too sometimes who want to follow you home and beat you up and call you a loser, and I don't want none of those shenanigans happening. But overall, it's been pretty good. And but the last time we come home, I fucking took my shirt off. We were doing the Bureau of Immigration shit. That's right. Stefan drove me down there. We come back. It's fucking cooking outside. It's cooking in here. Take my shirt off, and fuck, there's like a half a soccer ball on my shoulder back here. And that's where most of my pain has been, is in my shoulder, in between my shoulder blades. Beverly's freaking out, and I look at it and I'm like, yeah, it's big, it's there. It's because they stuck needles in my back and they tried pulling air out and they blah blah blah. But they did. They put a tube through the side of my chest into my lung cavity, and they did drain the air out there when my lung collapsed. But about a half an hour later, man, I was fucking redlining. I was in super pain. Super pain. So back to the hospital, the one I just booked out of. And I couldn't breathe once again. Couldn't breathe, in super pain. Stayed there for I think 2 days. They were just looking, the two doctors were just like looking at themselves, shaking their heads, and like, I need some pain meds. It's a level 5 right now, but it zooms up to a fucking red line, and in about fucking 5 seconds it comes and it goes, and they're looking at each other like, I don't have a scratch on. I got nothing on me other than my knee, and this is already healed. And people on my channel are leaving me comments and private messages, and oh, you're a pussy, you're fucking, the girl's stronger than you can't handle it, shake it off, you fucking pussy, what a faker, oh, you're asking for money. And well, anyways, I think the next morning I showed up and I had a little bit of blue stuff there under my armpit, just a little bit, like it looked like a little island or something on a map. And so then they sent me for an ultrasound, and they come to a conclusion I have a hematoma I think it's called. So I looked that up, and that's, they can take months to expose themselves. It's between the brain and the skull. It's a blood clot or whatever. And okay, well, now we know what it is apparently. And it just started growing and growing. Well, the pain was in my shoulder blades. The shoulder blade pain is basically gone now. I believe it worked its way out of my spinal cord, or my broken ribs, or my shoulder blades, come together, conglomerated fucking blood clot, worked its way, take the path of least resistance up to there, made a big fucking balloon, started going down, made a big boob on the one side, going down my chest, other side actually. But I'll use it as it's an owie, man. I've never had so much pain, I shit you not. And to see the bike, and it's the slowest accident I've ever had in my life. I probably would have been going faster if I was jogging and just tripped. But the pain's been unreal. And I'm just mumbling on. I think these pills make me talk a little bit, so that's good. They do. The pain right now is in this shoulder. But last night, I think somebody left a comment about internal bleeding. Then I was freaking out. Oh no. Almost went to a hospital again last night because it does meet all the criteria of internal bleeding. But then Beverly, God bless Beverly, she showed me, pointed a few things out that made me believe, no, the doctors are right, it is a hematoma. So scrap the internal bleeding, I'm sure. But I did meet the criteria for both, but there was one more very convincing piece, which I can't recall right now what it was, but good old Miss Killer Bee, she's off to the hospital today. She's getting my old hospital records and my new hospital records to drop a new plan. Get my exit visa extension. I'm out of visas. I'm out of tourist visas. You only get 3 years worth. That's all you get. You got to renew. You got to start fresh, and the only way to start fresh is to leave the country. They do. I'm going to Plan B here, which is like almost $600 a month for a permit now. But it's suicide to fly, and very dangerous. And I'm not going to even shop out a boat. I'll just pay the $600 a month for the 2 months. And rather than, I don't want to be going to Manila and jumping on a boat, blah blah blah. Waits 3 weeks, $600, same thing to me, whatever. So I'll get out of here. I just want to heal up, and she's gonna do a little grocery shopping and get some stuff. Life is good. It's gonna be a little boring for last. I just want to heal, but I like the shoulder blade pain. It's gone, man, and that was the fucking. And I'm thinking about it. You know, here I am. What's with you guys? I give you thousands of fucking dollars. You won't even give me any pain relief. You'll let me sit here in discomfort. And seriously, folks, but even a fucking friend of mine I talked to last night, he says, oh, well, Les, I was going to tell you the same thing, man. You look fine. You know, get over it. Well, looks can be deceiving. Don't judge a book by its looks, right? But then I show him the bruise, and everybody's like, oh my God, look at that bruise, look at that. Yeah, well, the bruise was in hiding, probably deep down around my spine there somewhere where the roots of your fucking ribs all conjoin. And I've never fucking had it that bad, man. I've had burns, I've had skin grafts, I've had skull tumors, broken every limb at least once, arms, legs, elbows, fucking lots of fucking root canals and fillings and crowns, and lots of pain in my life. But this pain, and to look fine, to not even have a fucking bruise on me, and to have the motorcycle look like it fell off its kickstand. I guess I look like a drug fiend trying to get some fucking free painkillers. I don't know. Anyways, I just thought I'd put something out there for today. We're bumping into 13 and a half minutes almost, I think. Hope you're all doing good out there. I'm going to bounce back. I'm doing little experiments. I don't want to run out of oxygen again. This one bottle here, we're down on the last quarter tank. We got it at, I think we hooked it up by 10 o'clock yesterday, so we got over 24 hours out of the one bottle. I'm just nursing it, sipping away. And I got one more bottle Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday I'm going to have to get 2 more bottles because I ain't going the weekend without going through another scare, because when I can't breathe, it's scary. And they'll drop them off and whatnot for me. And hopefully next week I see the doctor. They prescribe me a better puffer, a better nebulizer. But I gotta get off this. I want to go swimming. I don't want to throw a little mini bottle in the trunk of my motorcycle and go ride around. No, thank you. I got a recent last comment. I checked. I'm gonna get back to them all. I'm just doing this because I put a picture of my hematoma on Facebook, and I got 10 people asking what happened. So I'm gonna load this up to Facebook after I do it on YouTube. Hopefully this will explain it all. If you're not following my YouTube channel and you're watching this on Facebook for the first time, please follow my YouTube channel. All one word, Lucky Les in the Philippines. YouTube, and all lowercase. even lucky with the L is lowercase. But you don't have to, but rather than type out 10 responses to what happened than doing the video. And it was a slow speed impact on my Lucky Less machine number 1, which I'm dying to ride. I want the knees in my breeze again, but I think that's what it is. If you go to somewhere where there's dead air, stale air, I have a hard time breathing. Because on the 2 tricycle rides, no problem. But you got fresh air, unless you're, I'm lucky I didn't hit the rush hour where you're breathing all that fucking carbon dioxide. That might have fucking killed me too. And I got my trusty oxygen meter here. And I always check my oxygen when I'm, and it's always down like 88, 87. It's getting dangerously low. And I bring it back up. Highest as I can go is like 97 maybe. I might have been 97. I got to crank this bottle wide open, basically take the regulator off, put the hose on the valve. Then I'm losing most of the oxygen into the atmosphere. But I'm breathing pure fucking oxygen too. But lots of spillage. And those bottles, they do add up. I think 37 there the one day. I don't know what they charge you. A lot in the hospital. That's right. Overkill. But yeah, I'm doing good. And I had a retired cardiologist, doesn't live too far from me. Give me a comment there. If I need anything, give him a call. So I might touch bases with him. Say, hey, I'm going to definitely respond to you. I try to respond to all my comments, good or bad. If I've left anyone out, hit me up and tell me I have, because I'm new to the YouTube and figuring out how to do all this stuff. But I'm getting better at it. There's actually a button when I go on my computer that just shows all my missed comments I haven't responded to yet, actually, but rarely am I on the computer. I like to do everything from the phone because I'm lazy, lucky less. And I guess there's another guy, he was here, I don't know where he's from, I forget his name too, but he was just in Camella Homes for 2 weeks, I guess, staying at one of the Airbnbs. And too bad we couldn't have hooked up for a beer. Yeah, it is too bad we couldn't have hooked up for a beer, but there's always next time. So I got to respond to, I don't know, another 25 or 50 comments. Thank you very much. I love the comments. Even the bad ones, you know, call me a beggar, call me a little girl, a little crybaby. It don't matter. It don't matter. They're like assholes, you know, everybody's got opinions, and I'm not looking for sympathy. But if I was, it's between syphilis and shit in the dictionary, which you can't even find around anywhere anymore. Because you can just Google it if you want to know what it fucking means. So, yeah, leave a nasty one. But the pedophile shit, you guys can back off of that. Because that ain't happening over here. But texting and messages, obviously, well, with my past, always get misinterpreted and misunderstood. That's why it's always best to fucking have a conversation with somebody. And even then, it's risky. Things can get misinterpreted. Especially if you're trying to be a little sarcastic or funny, which I usually am, and not everybody gets my humor, so it gets me in trouble. But life is good, less is on the mend. Yeah, that bruise looks bad, and it's still a little bit on the shoulder. It's still got one bigger boob than the other. There's the first one below the armpit, and the second one below the armpit. It's a fatty, man. It's packing a lot of, it's a big blood clot, like, I don't know, a kilo or two maybe. Apparently it'll just disperse into the body. There's things you can do, like heavy oxygen would work. I forget. Maybe lots of fluids. I don't know. But I'm going to see the doctor again in a week. I'm just resting. That's all, man. I go from here to my kitchen door, to the bathroom, back to my couch, maybe to the window and back. And I know I'm Beverly. She's keeps feeding me, but I'm really not hungry. And it's hard to give her heck, but her intentions are just to look out for me. But I'm probably going to put on some weight. And you know, my right arm, when I did this actually, I couldn't even lift it. I could barely move it. It was like dead. And it hurts. That shoulder hurts now. That's under pain medication, but the pain medication here, you all know it's a joke. It is. But talking to Buddy there yesterday, his mom's on the hydromorphine. I did get 2 hydromorphine pills. They were 10 milligrams. And right after I got them and they left the room, I think I dumped 4 or 5 of them tramadols, and I was still in mass pain, and he says he thinks his mother's getting 2 milligrams every 4 hours or something, and it's working perfect for her. She has a broken hip. So I guess we all tolerate different pain levels differently, and yeah, maybe the girls are tougher than the guys. I don't know. Watching a death march from the Nazi concentration camp, History Channel there a while back, and one of the women survivors says, "Oh no, women are tougher than men." We didn't believe it until we were on the death march, and the men were giving up and quitting way before the women. They just go lay down and wait for a German guard to shoot them, or the women wouldn't. They'd just keep marching. Very few of them would just collapse. And I thought, well, she might be right, man. She was obviously there to witness it all. But I'm a tough cookie too. Somebody called me that, thank you very much, from years ago. But I've done enough blabbling. Thanks. If you haven't already, hit like, please, or dislike, because I get the same points. It's all going on views, how many minutes viewed, hours viewed, and I'm not doing it for the money. I don't have to go through this bullshit again, but it gives me incentive. It does, you know. Who doesn't like a little extra jingle? But leave a comment too, good or bad. You know, I don't want to. I see a lot of guys that, oh fuck, they block him and they block him. That Mark Thornton, every man has a story, recently died there in Dumageddon. He blocked everyone, and I'd be like, what are you blocking them for, man? That's your paycheck. So what if they piss you off every comment? That's your money, man. Now you block them, your paycheck just got fucking smaller. I'm not doing it for a paycheck. He was doing English as a second language online computer. So it was his bread and butter there for a while. But yeah, I mean, you want to get rude and fucking. I will block you when they cross the line, but no one's really crossed the line yet. So good on you. Good on you. All right, I'm watching Mike J. Tyson movie or documentary. It's a movie. 1995, I think it is. I just started it. Gonna check it out. Bev's gone. She's getting some doctor's notes. Getting ready to go to the Bureau of Immigration tomorrow and some groceries. And yeah, early morning, taking it easy. Thanks. Peace out. Talk to you later. Bye.